Would you go back and say, oh yeah, Jeff Bezos was delusional and that's why he was able to create Amazon? No. Yes, people laughed at Jeff Bezos when he said, hey, I'm making this virtual bookstore. Literally publicly shamed, publicly made fun of. But he had a high level of self-efficacy, and he's like, no, this is gonna work. He made it, and guess what? It worked. Even though he got publicly made fun of, he went through with it, and Amazon is a fucking beast of a corporation that it is today, and he is one of the richest people on the planet. I don't know the dude personally, but I would go as far as to say it probably wasn't delusion. Likely it was just a high level of self-efficacy. What does self-efficacy mean? It means that you have this belief that you can achieve what you put your mind to. Literally, that's it. And notice how I started with the belief. Like, it's genuinely a belief. Listen, we are created from the same material by the same creator. So what someone else can do, you can do. It only helps you to be unrealistic. It only helps you to decide that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Protect your mind with literal guardrails. Protect your perception with guardrails. Other people's limiting beliefs will get to you, and likely they will subconsciously get to you. It's even in the content we consume. Even if you have a goal as in like being in a healthy relationship, being in a good relationship, but all you're consuming is all men are trash. This girl cheated on me. This guy cheated on me. On TikTok, on Instagram, you're scrolling through these negative fucking reels. What are you gonna subconsciously start believing? What are you gonna subconsciously think is the majority? Dude, the perception is a really interesting thing because we perceive what we want to perceive. You see what you want to see. It's like that simple psychology, yellow car effect. If you think of a yellow car, you'll see a yellow car. Why is that? It's not that there's more yellow cars suddenly placed in the world. It's that you're opening your mind to the possibility of a yellow car existing, then you're seeking it out. So why can't you do that with the things you want in life? Why can't you open your mind to the possibility that it is something that can exist for you? And then when you do that, when you develop that kind of self-concept that I can have XYZ thing that I want, I can have it, and I have this level of self-efficacy where I feel like it is possible for me, where I feel like I can do what I set my mind to, then you'll start perceiving new avenues that'll open up for you. You'll start making the right actions to get to that way. If you don't have a certain goal in mind, if you're just aimlessly wandering, then one, you'll be vulnerable to other people's beliefs and perceptions about what reality is. Two, you won't have any direction, which leads to hopelessness and depression. Three, you won't know what actions to take because you don't have any direction. So my advice here is decide what you want. Then decide it's possible for you. I don't give a shit what it is. Decide it's possible for you. People have done things that seemed unrealistic. People have done things that seemed crazy, and they've still done it. So decide it's possible for you, and then take it step by step. Mark Zuckerberg said if I had waited until I knew all about humans' social online interactions before I created Facebook, I would have never created Facebook. You think he knew the exact path he was going to take, with the exact steps he was going to take, with the exact outcome that was going to happen in 2024 from all the way back when he created it? No. No one actually knows the exact path until they start putting one foot in front of the other. But you don't start taking those steps until you decide it's possible for you to go in that direction. So stop opening your mind up to limiting beliefs. Protect your fucking brain. Develop a self-concept so high that you feel like you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. Stop having a negative mindset. Stop thinking people only achieve things because they're pretty or they're rich or they're this or they're that. Start believing that you can achieve things too. What? Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Think on that. If you let small things, not even small, that probably felt big as fuck to him. You let this shit derail you, you're done. The minute you stop believing something is possible for you is the minute it becomes impossible for you. I have this belief that I can do anything I set my mind to. I genuinely think that. You should feel the same way. It only helps you to believe that you can do whatever you set your mind to. David Goggins said, my biggest fear is I'll be on my deathbed and I'll see the ghosts of all the people I could have been. I know you have dreams that you're just not acknowledging because you fear that you can't achieve them. People think so small, and then with TikTok now, people tell other people that they're, oh yeah, girl, be delusional. Woo! Delulu is the solu. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me it's delusional. It's not delusional. Don't tell yourself it's delusional. It's not delusional. Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Michael Jordan, they had a high level of self-efficacy. They believed that they could do what they put their mind to. So no matter the setback, no matter the failure, no matter what the public said, they just did it. We are constantly negatively influenced by the people around us, and that's what I want you to be so careful about, is even that little micro expression that a friend might make when you say something, or when you act a certain way, when you're trying to be a different person, and it makes you fall back down. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't feel that way. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Dude, if you are trying to be a better version of yourself, and if you're trying to achieve something that seems a little bit daunting, please keep going. Do not let other people's perceptions of their own reality get you down. Genuinely, if a high schooler came up to me and said like, hey, I didn't make like my high school basketball team, do you think I'm gonna like be like one of the best basketball players in the world? Dude, I would be a little bit doubtful. So it's like not even other people's fault when they have their own limiting beliefs. It's not even like something that they're negatively trying to impose on you. Do you understand how subconscious this could be? You have to develop this insane self-concept and then hold it tight and protect it with your life, because that's what it is. It's your life. It determines what direction you head in. It determines where you go. It determines what actions you take. Because someone with a high self-concept is going to take different actions than someone with a lower self-concept. Someone with a high level of self-efficacy is going to take different actions than someone with a lower level of self-efficacy. So again, I repeat the steps. Decide what you want and develop a high sense of self-efficacy. How do you do that? Deciding that you're going to have a specific self-concept. What is self-concept? What you believe about your person, yourself. What you believe about yourself. Grit. A lot of people don't have grit. What we do is we get on social media and we waste our lives. Genuinely. Would you walk past a trash can and just eat whatever's in it? No. You're deliberate about what you consume in your body, but you're not deliberate about what you consume in your mind. You let other people's perceptions control you. And you also let social media control you. You follow every micro trend, but while you're following those micro trends, someone else is creating them. That's the difference. That's why a lot of times when people try to achieve something, they start cutting people out of their life. Usually people don't have malicious intent, but they can remind you of the person you used to be, or they can just have a certain perspective of the world around them that isn't conducive to the reality that you're trying to achieve. I'm not saying cut people out. I always have to qualify in these videos. I'm not saying cut people out. I'm just saying this is why people usually do ghost everyone, is because it's like sometimes you have to go solo and alone in your own little corner and really protect yourself to achieve the things you want to achieve. Because again, what's unrealistic to other people might not be unrealistic to you until people start imposing. And then you have to pull that shit out. Life is a series of unraveling all the limitations that people have placed on you since you were a child, realizing what you really actually want to be, and then becoming that. Deciding the world that you want for yourself. 8 billion people, 8 billion worlds. Everyone walks this earth a little bit differently, but like I said, we are all made of the same material from the same creator. So tell me why that is. Tell me why everyone moves a little bit differently. Because we all believe different things. That's the only difference between you and the person that's successful. That's the only difference between you and the person who has what they want. People in the worst, the shittiest circumstances have achieved such greatness. So stop making excuses and victimizing yourself. This is your life. You get one for all we know. All right, I love you. We'll talk later, yeah? My hair, a mess from the rain. Whatever. Bye.